Hey guys, welcome to RC TechWorks, and today we are fixing a 58-inch VISIO TV that doesn't display any video. And the power LED was flashing red. And typically that means that the power supply board is going out, or has gone out. So let's plug it in and see if that is still the case. Alright, so the TV is plugged in and the power LED is flashing white. And if I look in the back here, I can see that the backlight is on, so that's good. But as you can see, there is no video. And according to online, if there's no video and there's no sound, then that means you're missing the 12-volt rail in the power supply. So let's plug in a sound device and see if we get any audio. All right, so we have plugged in my laptop here. You might be wondering, how do we know which input we're on to see if the sound is working? Well, you have the input button here, and you just press it every about 2 seconds because it should automatically switch to the next input. So here we go. Push it once, 1, 2, no sound. Press it again, 1, 2, no sound. Press it again, 1, 2, no sound. Press it again, 1, 2, no sound. And we'll do it one more time, 1, 2, no sound. So as you can tell, there's no sound coming out of the TV, and there's no picture. So it must be a bad power supply, right? Well, hopefully. That's what I ordered anyways. So let's replace the power supply board and see if that fixes it. All right, I have already removed the back cover on mine. And so here is a power supply board. These two are what go to your other electronics. Down here is the T-Con board, and then all the way over there is the main board. So first things first, we will unplug these. Be careful not to touch any of these capacitors because they could still have power in them. You can touch the casing just fine, but not the metal pins coming out of them. All right, next step is to take off the screws here. All right, once your screws are removed, you can take your board off. And there it is. Now what's very important when getting a new power supply for your TV, you want to make sure you have the same exact model number as the board that came out of your TV, because they make different revisions of the same TVs using different boards and all that stuff all the time. So you want to make sure you have the same exact board, otherwise you can fry your other things. Now, I got mine from Shop Jimmy. So let's open up that package and get this power supply board replaced. All right, so here we go. Here's my new replacement board. And here is the old one. Remember guys, make sure to look at this number here and here to make sure they are exactly the same. Because even you can't go by telling to see if the boards look the same, because they can look the same, but it can output different voltages on these plugs here. So make sure your model numbers are correct. All right, let's get this one installed. All right, time to put the screws in. All right, board is all screwed on. So let's plug it in. There we go. Board has been replaced. All right. So let's plug it into mains power, flip it around, and see if the video works. Okay, we do have power LED down there. It's currently flashing, same as before. So far, no picture. Looks like the backlight is on, but so far nothing. So it looks like there is still more work to be done. Okay guys, I did a little bit more research, and sometimes the actual screen itself can get shorted out, and unplugging one of these sides will bring it back to life, or at least one side. And so I did that, and look at this. We got picture over here, and it's just white over there. But yeah, it's working over here. And maybe, see if I plug this in now. Make sure it's all the way in, and flip it down. Okay. Definitely something not happy over there. And it kind of messed up this screen too. So something's not happy. So sometimes what you can do is put some tape over some of these connectors so you can get most of the TV working again. But yeah, that's too bad. It could also be the T-con board, but I don't know. I'm gonna try just doing the tape trick and see if that gets it working again. All right guys, I put a little piece of Scotch tape over this side of the connector here, and check it out. Look at that image. It's beautiful. Looks good over there too. So it turns out it didn't need a power supply board, but that's all right. They're known for going out anyways. But yeah, let me shut the TV off just by unplugging it here. And I'll show you what I did. And it probably won't work again once I show you guys, but. Okay. So just here on this side here, you can kind of see the tape there, covering up those pins there. Somehow it still has the full picture. I don't know how, but it does. So just put that back in. Here we go. Looks like that. And look at that. VISIO. So yeah, guys. That can be a way of how to fix your VISIO TV with no video, just by putting a little piece over the connector. You might have to, it might be this connector, so you have to disconnect one at a time to see if you get a picture or not. And once you find the one where it does show half the screen has a picture, then you know which side it is, and start on the end here for putting some tape down. But yeah, there we go. Pretty interesting problem. Janky way to fix it. But hey, saves you money and you can do it for free. So that's awesome. All right, let's get this thing turned around and just check it out. All right, let's plug it in. Third test, make sure it works. Power light is on. We have image. Of course, it's pretty dark, hold on. There you guys go. I can see it. So far it looks good. See when it comes up with the full color page. And might as well go through the setup too. All right, here we go. All right, guys. We have picture. It looks pretty good too. Look at that. I mean, honestly, the quality isn't that great right now because I'm playing it off of this thing here and it can barely play 720p video. So it doesn't look that great, but I don't see anything, like this is completely usable other than this little part up here. There's a few dead pixels there. But other than that, it looks fine. Here, let's get you guys a close-up on those pixels. Kind of hard to see right now because it's black, but right here. Yeah, you see them there? It's like this just dead spot right here. But I mean, you're gonna be so far away, you're not even gonna be able to notice that. All right, guys, so it has been a couple of days and we were able to do some testing on it. And it turns out it's not as good as I was hoping it was. As you can see here, we have the Mario movie up. And just looking at the reds here, this is the problem. It's mainly on the red channel, but as you can see here, it's like pink here and it's quite light, his red, because that's supposed to be red and that's like a peach color. If we play forward a little bit more, you can see over here, it's nice and red, and here it's pink and light pink, and it's not very good at separating like the light from the dark. It's kind of weird. Let's see if I can go to the Nintendo logo here. All right, so here we go. Here's the Nintendo logo. As you can see, the side that we fixed, in quotes, not too good. So this is the main problem with it. And sadly, I did do some testing when I uncovered those pins with the tape. It does have red over here. It shows red. It still works for some reason, but then it has lines going across the whole screen and that doesn't look good at all. So I do have just the last pin actually covered up. But as you can see, some data is lost somewhere and it is causing it to do this. Now this looks fine, like if you're watching nature stuff, but it's very noticeable in animation where things aren't really that if that's supposed to be red or not, or green or something like that. But of course in nature films and wilderness stuff, you know, a pretty sunset, oh, well that might have pink in it, you know? So it's a lot more noticeable on animation films and stuff like that. But if you're using it for gaming and other things like that, I mean, you can't notice that this side is pink and that side is red, like at all, because you're focusing on what we have here is our driving simulator. And well, you're focused on driving, not what color, I don't know, the buildings and stuff are around you. You're more focused on actually playing the game. So it is disappointing that it looks like that, but it's not a deal breaker for us. We're just gonna use it for a different purpose. All right, so thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed learning about how to get your VISIO 58-inch TV working again. And hopefully we'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.